Alright everybody, and welcome back. Today we're gonna do some more Bfme 2 The Rise of the Witch King stream, and we're gonna do a free-for-all for the first time ever between the players Rambo 4000, Plat, Samurai and Irby on the map Minhi Riaf. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Anyways, random for everybody. We're gonna see 2 goblins, 1 Isengard and 1 Angmar faction. And yeah, I'm quite excited about this one because, like mentioned before, this is gonna be the very first time of me doing a cast for a free-for-all game. So I'm assuming that it's gonna, we're gonna see a lot of action. But first of all, let's introduce the players. At the bottom right side of the map, we have the green goblin player Samurai. At the top right side, we have the white Isengard player Plat. At the top left, we have the yellow goblin player Irby. And at the bottom left, we have the red Angmar player Rambo 4000. Pretty damn good. So we have 2 goblins, 1 Isengard and 1 Angmar. We don't see the factions, dwarves, Mordor, Men of the West. They are not included in this one because everyone was picking random mirror. Irby, attack south, please. Alright. Yeah, let's see. PowerPoint wise, no one picked anything. Nah, I'm kidding. So Samurai, the goblin player at the bottom right side, starting with the war chant. And the other 3 players didn't pick anything just yet. And yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting. I mean, the thing with the free-for-all is you don't have an ally and you are not only facing against 1 player. So if you are being unlucky, you might get attacked from 2 players at the very same time, which can be situationally even good, because if you will be able to defend the attacks, you will be gaining a lot of power points. So I'm hoping for a bunch of power points for every single player here, and for a lot of PowerPoint special summon actions. Goblin player at the bottom right side starting with the first Goblin Cave, getting his second one on the field already. Clan stealing start from the Isengard player Plat at the top right side. And Irby starting with a Goblin Cave and going for the second one. The Angmar player on the bottom left side started with the Hall of the Kingsman and going for the Troll and Wolf Dean. So I'm assuming we're gonna see some of those Wolf Riders. Possibly even some of those dire wolf bags, and later on even some of those snow trolls. Okay, there is an outpost at the bottom side and at the top side of the map. Outpost is, one of the greatest, if not the greatest structure you are able to purchase for yourself. It's gonna give you resources over time. And the first fight of the game is gonna happen between Platz and Irby for this outpost. Tainted Land was used from Irby, from the goblin player. But he still ended up losing the fight because the Wild Men of Dunland are just stronger than the Goblin Warriors. Outpost will be captured by the Isengard player for now. And I'm assuming, never mind, he's gonna go for the Signal Fire first. And I'm assuming afterwards Samurai is gonna lead to the top side of the map. This outpost, Samurai didn't even try to capture this outpost here. So it's gonna be free resource income for the red Angmar player Rambo 4000. And yeah, for now the units are a bit stronger, and the Irby is making a mistake by sending those units one by one. They're gonna just get killed in a second and a half, and Isengard was using the bats to deny or to reduce the armor and the damage from those goblin warriors from Irby. He's spamming many Wildmen of Dunland, and I like this actually because Wildmen, they are quite cheap, they cost 150 each, and you don't need to spam Urukai since they are really expensive. Samurai is building up a huge army. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battalions of Goblin Warriors at the right side. And Rambo 4000 has actually many wolf packs on the field, extroverts and Gundabats moving forward. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna force Samurai to retreat, as he was preparing himself to move forward to the top side of the map. In the meantime, some little fights are happening between Irby, the Goblin player at the top left, against the Isengard player Plat at the top right. And because of those Goblin Archers, he has now 3 of these on the field, should be easily able to deal with those Wild Men of Dunland. And yeah, like I was predicting it correctly, Samurai will be retreating. And we're gonna have a fight around this area. Belwind actually starts with the Angmar player, which is quite interesting. There are just too many goblins to deal with. But on the bright side, he has 2 battalions of Wolf Riders. But still, you don't want to be stuck in between those units. That's gonna, give him the chance to burst them down in a second and a half. 3 Goblin Caves up on the field. for the green goblin player Samurai at the bottom right side. The first Isengard's lookout tower is coming up already, which is quite nice because the goblin archers, they're not gonna be able to hurt this structure any soon. So far he was not getting, he was getting actually one Uruk-hai battalion so far only. Crevine is on cooldown, Warchant is on cooldown from the green goblin player Samurai. Tainted Land is on cooldown. Irby has already one lumber mill up on the field, which is nice because there are so many trees around that's gonna give you some decent amount of resource income. And on top of that, this signal fire on the right side is uncaptured. We have also two white creeps in the middle, and they are also untouched for now. Okay, I think he's preparing. Remember, he was using Warchant in the previous fight to defend himself. And we are getting many towers up on the field. And this, this outpost is actually coming in clutch for the Angmar players. Rambo 4000 is gaining some decent amount of resources from that. Lookout tower is gonna put in some nice work. Even on Tainted Land, those goblin archers, they're gonna barely be able to deal any kind of damage to this tower. And if you struggle against one tower already, what you gonna do against two? On the bright side for the goblin player Irby, he is under control from this outpost. Especially with these lumber mills on the field, his resource income shouldn't be any bad. 4 goblin caves for Samurai at the bottom right side. And going for more tunnels, obviously. I mean, in the middle of the map there is actually nothing, absolutely nothing. So they are playing quite limited in this map. Uruk-hai are quite tanky, but you still shouldn't be standing still and doing nothing. Oh my god, there are now many goblins. I think they're gonna commit to the tower, but it's gonna be still hard because he has also crossbowmen inside. Outpost got actually destroyed, which is smart, because Isengard's player won't be ever able to capture this one for himself. Goblin player is gonna pressure a lot. Unless when you can do something like this, what Rambo 4000 did. Oh, you have now snow trolls on the field. We're gonna see a fight. We're gonna see a fight around this area. And yeah, he has many goblin warriors, but the snow trolls, they should be smashing them alongside with those wolf riders. But again, you don't wanna be riding in between of them. You wanna always make a flank damage so you can get in safety afterwards. So small trample, get away. Small trample again, get away. And don't charge in between the whole army from the goblin player Samurai. That's something you wanna avoid from doing. Clan stealing still level 1. Once it's level 2, we're gonna also get to see some of those Wildman extrovers on the field. And yeah, even with those strong units here, he's struggling to deal with this many goblins. That's actually crazy. 75 command points available for the goblin player at the bottom left side. 75 for the Isengard player at the top right. 750 for the green goblin player at the bottom right, and for the top player Irby, 625 command points. So far I don't see any single hero from anyone, and Irby was also not investing 500 resources to repair this outpost. I mean, the Isengard player was actually able to build himself a great outpost around this area, which is gonna be really hard to take down. But cave trolls, or later on those mountain giants, they will be outranging those towers and taking them down with 2 shots. Okay, another lookout tower is coming. It should not be coming up, actually. There are so many goblins. I'm wondering why they are not glowing, but this has to be over 100 in numbers, so they should be passively dealing 25% increased damage because of the horde bonus. There are just too many goblins to deal with, especially when you don't have any cavalry units on your side of the map. Yes, work pits now, level 2, but no work riders just yet. Trying to make a work sentry, a defensive structure, but he needs to do something about that. That looks actually scary. Anyways, Crevine will be used from the Isengard's player to debuff the units. Warchant was used from the goblin player as well. Feldman is available from the Angmar player. He's building a bit more army around the time. We have also now Karsh on the field, a hero we don't see that quite often from the Angmar faction. And the attack continues from the goblin player Samurai at the top right side on the plat. Now we're gonna also get to see some of those Wildman extrovers. They're gonna be, doing great job against the goblin spam, alongside with those crossbowmen. And for now he's safe around the top left side, so he needs to deal with this attack. He should be able to deal with that in long terms, but it's gonna be hard now because he's getting kind of focused on from both the players at the very same time. and the Goblin player Samurai was also able to build a tower. So it's gonna be free-for-all tower wars game. Okay, anyways. The furnace is gonna be taken down. Level 2 furnace, that's actually big. Karsh is leading forward. Troll and Wolftin level 2, and the whole of the Kingsmen are still only level 1, so we're not gonna get to see any of those Dark Rangers any soon. Peace is over. Alright, now here's Mountain Giants on the field, ladies and gentlemen, smashing towers from the Isengard player. That's what I was talking about. It's gonna make the life from the Isengard player Platz much harder now, as he's being attacked from both the players at once. The pressure is real. However, the Goblin player Samurai will get attacked very soon from the Angmar player Rambo 4000, and he needs to prepare himself. I mean, he's spamming, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Goblin caves on the field. That's something we don't see that quite often, also not in 1v1s. The towers are getting destroyed from those Mountain Giants, and now he's gonna be kinda protectless. We're gonna take a look into the PowerPoints. Rambo 4000, the red Angmar player at the bottom left side, was able to collect 5 PowerPoints after starting with the Felwind. Warchan is being collected. 950 command points available, so incredible amount of resource income. But look this army, that looks pretty scary to me. Platz, the Isengard player at the top right side, struggling, getting 10 power points for the devastation after starting with the Crabine, but you can tell by yourself, 375 command points. That is almost nothing, and it's gonna be less and less as he's trying to deal with 2 Goblin players at once. It's not gonna be possible. On the other side, Samurai, the green Goblin player at the bottom right side, was able to get Warchant, Tainted Land and 8 power points afterwards, 825 command points available. He has to defend this attack from the Angmar player. And Irby, the Goblin player at the top left side, was able to collect 10 power points after starting with the Tainted Land. Tainted Land was just used. He's all about to destroy the fortress from the Isengard player. Scavenger was picked actually from Irby, which is smart in free-for-all games. I think it's gonna give you so much benefits. The resource income you will be able to gain from killing that many enemy units gonna be kinda insane. Look his resources, he's gonna go for the dragon. It's almost 5,000 resources collected, so we're gonna get the big Dragov, the Dragon Lord, on the field from Irby pretty soon. Attack continues, and boys, ladies and gentlemen, look who's here. The Witch King of Angmar, the rise of the Witch King, that is the hero we are talking about. A hero we also don't see that quite often in the tournament games in the 1v1s. But I would say in a map like this, in free-for-all, the Dragon Lord will be just much more impactful. See you next match, I will take revenge. Alright. The clan's leading got destroyed, and Platz, ladies and gentlemen, has been defeated. That means only 3 players are left. On the bottom right side, Rambo 4000 playing the Angmar faction. On the bottom right side, the green Goblin player Samurai. And on the top left side, the yellow Goblin player Irby. The towers, they're gonna be good, but they're gonna be they're not gonna be impactful against the Mountain Giants. They're gonna smash them down within seconds. But so far, I mean, from the beginning of the game till now, this outpost was actually under control from Rambo 4000, so his resource income is actually incredible. And Irby also repaired this outpost at the top side, so he's also gaining some decent amount of resources from this outpost. Witch King is level 2. Yeah. I mean, these towers, they're not gonna do anything against the Mountain Giants. He's also buying upgrades on the fortress, as we are able to see. Like mentioned before, the amount of resources he's able to gain is actually crazy. Irby can also now expand at the top right side, because remember, Platt got destroyed, the Isengard player. Witch King is killing some units, almost level 3. And small harassments are happening around this area. This almost level 3 tunnel from the Goblin player Samurai will be taken down. I think Irby is just collecting more and more resources. I'm assuming the Dragon Lord is gonna be soon on the field. And Witch King is trying to get in safety, should be able to. Tunnel has been destroyed. Is he gonna go for the upgrades? That's gonna be the question. I'm assuming he's gonna go for the upgrades, because there is almost no other way or reason to upgrade your Dark Iron Forge to level 3. And since he has also now some dark ranges on the field, he can, you know, give them the ice shots, ice arrows. Did he purchase the banner carrier? No, he didn't just yet. And yeah, we're gonna see a massive battle. So far, I think, you know, it's gonna be a game between RB against Rambo 4000. Because the Goblin player has only and exclusively Goblins on the field. A playstyle I really appreciate a lot. I really like to see that. So many Goblin warriors at once. But I doubt that they're gonna be impactful. Especially when it comes to take down those towers. You're gonna sacrifice so much of them. Okay, we are getting more dark ranges on the field, and we're gonna see a big fight around this area. Like mentioned before, the mountain giants are just destroying those towers within seconds from a safe distance. He's going now for the second fissure. This one is only level 1. Really? Where is the level 3 one? There it is, okay. He's going also for the fire drake brats, by the way, boys. The special units. We don't see any sorcerers just yet. We are also getting some Black Numenorians, the elite swordman. He still didn't purchase the banner carry upgrade, by the way. And also didn't purchase any of those upgrades. He's starting with the ice arrows. Okay, the tower has been taken down. And Builder from the Angmar player, Rambo 4000, has been taken down as well. I think either he has Azok on the field or he also picked the Scavenger. Summon Orc's gonna be ready from Rambo 4000. As he's trying to take down those mountain giants. Witch King is also being on the field. Azok is here. On the other side, Wildman. Oh, wait a second, we're gonna focus on that one. Kelvin will be used. But because he didn't purchase the banner carry upgrades, he won't be able to use the longshot ability. Summon Orcs will be used from Rambo 4000 as well. And Irby has Scavenger, has Cave Bats, and has the Dragon Lord on the field as well. That's what I'm talking about. Fire Drake Brats are popping off, and the mountain giants are still on the field. Witch King has to be careful. I'm pretty sure he's quite slow. There are some half trolls, pikemen from the Goblin Player Irby also on the field. And Witch King was barely able to survive, but everything else got actually killed and destroyed from the Angmar player Rambo 4000. That's why you need to purchase the banner carry upgrade. On the other side, he's gonna be attacked from the Goblin player Samurai. Samurai has the Wildman of Dunland special summon ready, has the War Chant ready, and on top of that 5 power points collected. He is sitting around 3,500 resources. He was also able to get this outpost under his control. So I'm assuming he's also gonna go for the Dragon Lord. We're gonna see 2 of those dragons on the field at once. And look at this. Holy moly. What was that? Level 7 Karsh, boys. That's also something we don't see that quite often. He was using the blink, I think. Can teleport to a selected area. And his level 8 ability, Whisper of Death, inflicts massive damage on non-undead units. So it's gonna work on those Goblin warriors, obviously. Undead. Anyways. Azok on the field from the Goblin player Samurai, level almost 5. Irby is moving from this area. Full command points for Irby. Has a lot of resource income alongside with those lumber mills he was able to build. He has, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lumber mills. This outpost is under his control. Has many untouched tunnels for a while. I mean, now he has also the upgrades with the level 3. He also purchased every single upgrade, by the way, from the armory. Didn't go for the spider pits though. Samurai attack Irby. Right. In the global chat though. And yeah, he's gonna now lead forward with full upgraded units, with little drakes, with mountain giants, and with the Dragon Lord. What can you do against such a reckless hit? He was also able to capture this outpost back. The Angmar player Samurai, not Samurai, Rambo 4000. This level 3 mill will be taken down in a couple of seconds. And Dark Rangers are still only level 1. He still didn't purchase the banner carry upgrade from the Hall of the Kingsmen. So with that being said, your Velvin's long shot's not gonna be a thing. And especially against those half trolls, spearman units from the Goblin player Irby, they are quite tanky anyway, right? And with these upgrades, they're gonna be even much stronger. Ooh, the ice shot though from the fortress! Holy moly, but the giants are still alive. Come on. Karsh was able to get away. Witch King is actually getting solo kills here from Azok, and the dragon is flying by. What is Samurai doing in the meantime? Actually not much. Witch King got firebolt from the Dragon Lord. Will he get away or will he get in safety? That's gonna be the question. I don't see her coming back from this situation. Felwind, but still, from killing Witch King, you get 455 resources with the Scavenger. And I think also with this one. I don't know if this actually stacks, if you can have this and Scavenger going on at the same time. However, the Mountain Giants are still alive and they are smashing the fortress. Yes, the fortress has some upgrades, so it's tankier, but still, it's gonna be, you know, just a matter of time if you are not able to deal with those giants. Karsh was actually able to heal up over time. This is on cooldown, obviously. The Goblin player Samurai has so many units on the field in the meantime, but he's not participating in any of those battles just yet. He's getting more Rangers. Fortress is super low. I mean, he could go possibly for the Snowbind. He did go for the Snowbinds now. He needs to take down those giants as fast as possible. PowerPoint wise, Irby has so much. He has even Darkness being ready. Level 9 Karsh, ladies and gentlemen. That's also something we don't see that quite often. I mean, the main reason for that is we don't see this hero quite often on the field anyway. Right. I mean, those units, they're gonna be so strong. Because remember, you know, Darkness is gonna be a spell that's always gonna stack. It's gonna stack with the Ward Chant. It's gonna stack with the Tainted Land. It's gonna stack with the Leadership. So you can make those units super, super strong. And also after all, Swordmen are leading forward. The Dragon Lord was actually able to get away, level 5. He's getting some more Mountain Giants on the field. What is the Goblin player doing around this area? That's gonna be the question. I'm gonna check real quick. I don't see a Dragon Lord, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get him on the field. Because he had so much resources, and obviously when you are just spamming Goblins, they are not that expensive. Spider Pit is also level 2. He has 3 Spider Riders in queue actually. Almost full command points. In the meantime, Dragon Lord is using the Fireball on Karsh and will be able to take him down. 266 resources gained. The fortress is being under attack, as Rambo 4000 is trying to build some of those wall hub expansions around it. And Darkness being active from Irby, that's why those units are so strong and they are still glowing. They are so damn strong. That's unbelievable, boys. Unbelievable. And now he's moving actually through the top side. You know, Samurai, the green Goblin player, he has also purchased the fire arrow upgrades on those Goblin archers. And it looks like Rambo is just demolishing every single structure because he knows, okay, there is absolutely nothing I can do now. And now it's gonna be a 1v1 situation between Irby, between two Goblin players pretty much, you know, between Irby, the Goblin player at the top left, and the green Goblin player Samurai at the bottom right. I mean, Samurai is first of all focusing on the map control, which is not a mistake in general. But right now he has so much on the field, he has so much resource income already. And he was expanding in the middle of the map. So even if you take down a couple of those tunnels, he's gonna still, you know, be on full command points. And he has more units on the field than he's allowed to have. I think because those units were recovering over time. Obviously when they are level 2 or higher. Yeah. He has such a big army that's gonna be scary to deal with. And yeah, he's gonna go for the wing, and that's something we have seen from Rambo 4000, remember, in the tournament game with the giant eagle from the fortress, from the Alvin player. He might even be able to get away. I can't check his health. Oh my god, this dragon is a survivor, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting off my screen. I can't check his health bar, unfortunately. But we can tell he's still alive. He is alive. Almost level 7. This fight is not looking too bad for the Goblin player Samurai. And now we have also Shelob on the field from Irby, by the way. But it's about quality and not quantity. Those half-troll swordsmen with the scavenged armor are just too tanky and super hard to deal with. Irby was already able to sneak a couple of those units at the bottom right side. The fortress from the Goblin player Samurai is going to be under attack. And it's gonna be taken down within seconds. Seconds, by the way, English. Yeah. He's gonna use the Wildman of Dunland special summon, but that should not be doing too much. One giant has been taken down from those archers with fire arrow upgrades. If he can take the second one down in time, he might be able to save the fortress. But Irby is already preparing himself for the next attack from the top side. More units are moving forward. 2 more hits needed now. He's not gonna be able to do that. And now, I mean, you know, you have a couple of possibilities. I think you can always make sure to kill every single tunnel first. deny him the command points, deny him the resource income, and deny him, with that being said, also the ability to recover from your attacks? Or are you just gonna move forward and take down the fortress and those structures around it? I mean, look the resources from Irby. That's crazy. The power points from Irby, 22.5 power points collected by the yellow goblin player Irby, and over 10,000. If the ring would be around right now, you could have gone for the Sauron actually. And when I think about it, we have to actually enable the ring heroes in the free-for-all games, right? So we might possibly get to see some Saurons, which is quite nice. Balrog is gonna be there soon, 25 power points collected. The fortress is super low, so Balrog could actually be able to finish that. Mountain giants are so strong against structures. He's fishing for more and more power points, and Samurai is so behind. I think in free-for-all games, you know, in 1v1 games, it's all about fighting, constantly fighting, because that's the only way you will be always, you know, fishing and gaining more and more power points. And because Irby was constantly fighting, so he was actually fighting from, oh my goodness, what was that? That was the Fireflight. And the Balrog should be easily able now to finish that one. Breath Fire will be used, it's also dealing damage over time. I mean, not that effective on the fortress, you can still use the basic attacks. You should also be able to use the aggressive stance all the time. Man, why he goes top, not outpost? And I think someone is using the DC button, and the victory will be with Irby. Okay, 2 goblins, 1 Isengard and 1 Angmar. That was a free-for-all game. That's the first free-for-all game I was ever casting for the Rise of the Witch King. It's quite interesting because action is happening pretty much all over the map. Pretty damn good. Yeah, structures created, these are the statistics. So from Rambo 4000, the favorite unit was those Dark Rangers, from Blood, Wildman of Dunland, and from Samurai, Goblin Warriors. Also from Irby, obviously, because they were spamming many goblins. Max income rate per minute, like, look at this. Bam! Almost a double. Almost a double. More than double, actually. Resources, 42,000. I mean, Rambo had also a decent amount of resources. Bam! 81,000. So Irby was actually rich, like rich. You know what I'm saying? You could have bought the entire map if you wanted to. Pretty nice. Was quite fun to cast the first free-for-all game, guys. I hope you're gonna enjoy that by watching that on YouTube. Thanks for watching.